We're going to make what I think is like the Zatarain's red bean seasoning, and yet it has gluten in it. So we're going to try and make our own in order to get around the gluten. It's going to start off with, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of gluten-free flour. We're going to have a half a teaspoon of salt. Gonna need, oh, it also calls for onion powder, but we don't put onion powder because onion powder does not like me at all. We got 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Get out of there.
You may have to.
Or so. Oh, that's a half teaspoon. I need another one. It said a whole teaspoon. 1 whole teaspoon of garlic powder. Or 2 half teaspoons. We need 1½ tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. No, 1½ tablespoons. We need 1½ tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. This is our own that we made. We just put it in the container here to keep it. So I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. And I'm going to estimate about what half of that is. That's about half. It also calls for ½ teaspoon of cornstarch. Let's see, the cornstarch I guess would be to thicken it up. And that's just ½ teaspoon. Boom. Get in there. Alright. To recap, 1 tablespoon of, we're using gluten-free flour, ½ teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1½ tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, a ½ teaspoon of cornstarch. And they also add, and we'll also add later when we go to putting it all together, 1½ cups of water and 1/4 cup of bell peppers diced. They also, with this recipe, added onion powder,
and minced onions.
And
but
minced
I just covered that.
Who's that?
I just covered it up.
Oh.
I put minced onions and onion powder.
Okay. We ain't put no onion in it. You put the onion in it. You like onion, you put onion in it. We're not putting it. And I'm just going to mix it up. How long y'all want to watch me mix? Not long?
Why don't we see how much that makes so that we'll know how much to use for one making.
It makes that much.
Can measure it in a cup maybe.
I'll measure it?
Yeah.
What you want to measure? How you want to measure it?
See like a measuring cup and see how much it is.
Smells good.
That may be supper tomorrow night.
There you go. We need a measuring cup. Let's get a cup. Am I going to make a mess? I'm about to make a mess. Hold that for me. It makes about 1/3 of a cup, maybe. 1/3 of a cup? About 1/3 of a cup. I guess I could have got 1/3 of a cup and measured it, huh? I'm not doing all that. We're going to say it made 1/3 of a cup, so that's what we're going with. Alright, we just put in this little jar until we use it, which will probably be tomorrow night, because Blinda said we're probably going to try it out tomorrow night. And then we'll know if this is the right amount. If it is the right amount, then we'll know every time we make it, we just add 1/3 of a cup. Does that make sense?
Hello.
We can make up a big batch of it and just take 1/3 of a cup out every time we need it.
They haven't been doing the.
If that don't make sense, just in the comments, let me know. But be sweet about it, don't be ugly. We do appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all for coming by. God bless y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.